This is how much of Ukraine the Russians controlled, the Russians and Russian-backed separatists controlled before their invasion started on February 24th. And this is how much the Russians and Russian-backed separatists control now, now that we're 30 days into this military operation, and the prospect is growing dramatically that this conflict will simply be frozen in place, much like the Russian conflicts in Georgia and the Transnistria region of Moldova here. Those other conflicts that Russia intervened in on behalf of ethnic Russians and Russian speakers in the former Soviet Union. So I think we're going to have to get familiar with this map of Ukraine because, in all likelihood, with the exception of some additional Russian gains here in the Donbass region in the east, and maybe some consolidation of the Russian territory up here in the north, around Chernigov, and maybe even around Sumy, like consolidation of the Russian areas of control in the north to the east and northeast of Kiev. Pretty much this map is probably going to be the frozen conflict in Ukraine for months, if not years to come. And on the look, let's take a look at this. Before, after. So who won? Can you say the Ukrainians have won this war if it got frozen today? I doubt it. And you can see now the predicament that Kiev and its backers in the United States and NATO really face right now. If you follow their narrative, this war has been an absolute disaster for Vladimir Putin and the Russians. And it's also been an unmitigated success of heroism and of bravery for the Ukrainians. And yet, right now, if there's any peace settlement or truce, it's the Ukrainians and the West who are going to have to eat the bitter dirt of political defeat. So, in all likelihood, my suspicion is that this war will actually continue because the Ukrainians are going to really have to try to retake some of this territory, even though these counterattacks they're launching are very risky, tend to cause a lot of casualties for them, which they can't really afford, and whatever territory they do regain, it seems like much of it is simply being given up on purpose by the Russians to make the Ukrainians entering these regions easier targets for their artillery and air power. So really, Russia's strategy now is to freeze things in place and encourage the Ukrainians to commit suicide.